Hey guys, I asked you to work through, I said I was going to make a video on these two assignments, Q7 and Q13. Once you finish that, you can of course go back and do some of these old assignments, especially these 5 on the bottom. Those I'll be taking off starting next week, so you can't go back and do the, I won't be, those stars won't be lit up anymore. I won't be updating the grade in the grade book on those, so make sure you get those up to speed. Okay, so let's go ahead and evaluate a function. I've got to go out and around, so sorry about that, but I'm going to evaluate the function. That was what we'll be doing in class, and then we'll complete the function table. So let's take a look. Okay, so the first one says, and I'm going to take a snapshot of this and move it to my pad so you can kind of see me work the question here. It says f of x. So this piece is the same as saying y. So it's essentially saying that if you plug in x, wherever you see x in the problem, so we see x in the problem there, if you plug in a different value for x, you're going to get a different outcome. And you could think of that outcome as y, or you could think of it as f of x. And I'm saying the word f of x. What I'm not saying is that this is multiplication here. I'm not saying that this is a variable and I'm multiplying against another variable. I'm saying that symbolizes something. Okay. So let's see. If I copy the problem down, and then we're saying if I plug in 141 where I see that number, so 141 divided by 3, then I get my answer, and that's what they're looking for. Okay, so 141 divided by 3. 141 divided by 3, 47. Okay, so our answer is 47. Yay, okay. So now my next one, again, I'll do a few of these with my pictures, and then you can see, and we'll kind of work outside the pictures. So the next one says, evaluate the function f of 3x plus 4. I'm just kind of copying the problem here so I can kind of manipulate it. What if we plugged in 11 where we see the x? So what if we plugged in 11 where we see the x? Now notice I'm following the steps of PEMDAS. I'm just solving it, and I'm making sure I'm doing it. So multiply and divide, so I should do this first. That would be 33, 3 times 11. And then add 4, add or subtract, left or right. So that'd be 37. So I'm gonna plug in 37. All right. So we can think of it as a way to plug in. All right, our next one. And then we will save photo here. I'll go back to my scratch pad, import my picture. All right, here's another one. If my function was 7 minus x over 49, so 7 minus x, and I'm going to plug in the 47 where I see x, I'm plugging in 47. So again, PEMDAS says do the multiply or divide first. So this is divide. So 47 divided by 47 is 1. And 7 take away 1 is 6. So I'm going to say f of 47 is 6. F of 47 is 6. Beautiful. Okay, now here, what if I plugged in 11? So that'd be 11 plus 7. 11 plus 7 should equal 18. So f of 11 is 18. Cool, right? All right, again, f of x, where I'd plug in, where I see the x, I plug in a 91. So 91 divided by 91 should equal 1, correct? So I'm going to plug in 1. I'm just using this as a way to show work. Oh, now this is a different one. So I'm going to take a picture of that and drag it back to my scratch pad. Now I'm going to remind you, what is this? Well, that symbol is a type of parentheses. It's a way to kind of gather things together. and it's called an absolute value. It makes things, we can think of it as a make positive machine. Okay, so it makes things positive. So if I plug into 8, and it's a parentheses, so it's kind of saying 8 times 2, make the 2 positive. Well, 2 is already positive, so I get 16. Okay, so I get 16. 8 times 2 is 16. We look at another one, -7 minus x. So if I plug in a -6,